Hello investigators! Today we'll be giving you a preview of Arkham Nights 2022. If you don't know what Arkham Nights is, we have plenty of videos all about it. But in short, it is Fantasy Flight Games' mini convention celebrating the entire Arkham Files universe. Well, apart from certain black sheep. Just like last year, there are 3 components to it. An official in-person event in Minnesota, USA from Friday, October 14th to Sunday, October 16th. An online component revealed daily from October 25th to October 31st. And finally, regional events organised by local game stores which may have official promo items to distribute. These can run anytime, so reach out to your friendly neighbourhood game store.
These all sound very American. What about the rest of the world?
Moving on, let's take a closer look at the main event, the official gathering at the Game Center in Roseville, Minnesota. Tickets are $75 and cover 3 days of gaming plus a goodie bag, including...
It's sold out!
Hey? Oh, that's a good thing, right? Okay, so assuming you have a ticket or are interested in maybe attending next year, here is a quick look at the highlights for 2022. And don't forget, if you are attending, you do have to book some of the events as they have limited capacity. Say hi to our friend BJ if you spot him. Most exciting is the reveal of the new standalone scenario for the card game entitled Fortune and Folly. There is an official article all about it on the FFG website if you want to find out more. It looks like there is only one playthrough of this, which is crazy, but if they are giving away copies in the goodie bags, you could play it at any time. In fact, we did reach out to ask what is in the goodie bags this year, and they said they want it to be a surprise.
Just like last year.
We spoke to the Grand Poobah himself, and he said there will be a big reveal the day of the event, which sounds very exciting. Back to the schedule, it wouldn't be an Arkham Nights without a Mythos Busters organised Iron Man event. For those not in the know, an Iron Man is where you play through the entire campaign in one setting.
You what?
In one sitting, in one go, no breaks. And this year they'll be getting attendees to play through Return to the Dunwich Legacy, starting on Saturday morning at 10:30, going all the way till they close at 11 PM. And if you can't attend in person, you can play along at home or online. Register using the Google Docs form linked from the website. Speaking of the Mythos Busters, they will have a big presence this year, hosting a designer panel on Friday night, as this year's standalone Fortune and Folly was designed by Ian from the Mythos Busters. For those not in the know, the Mythos Busters are the longest serving content creators dedicated to Arkham Horror the card game. They actually started before the game was released. They will also be running a challenge scenario based on the Horror from High Gear Mythos pack from the Innsmouth Conspiracy. Again, you can play this in person at Arkham Nights or online. Check the page for full rules. They will also be organising tables of their first ever fan scenario, Constipation something something. And that won't be the only fan design variant you can play at the event, as the Game Centre is really embracing the community this year. There is even an Elder Sign fan organised team event, plus a special 3D Mansions of Madness set too. There are demos of all the Arkham Files games, well, maybe, and the chance to play games with the designers.
Check out the small print!
Okay, there is the chance to play an Arkham Files game with an FFG designer. Not necessarily the one who actually designed that particular game. But look, it's better than playing solo in your mom's basement. There is open gaming all weekend, and Game Center has a library of Arkham games to borrow and will happily sell copies to you. One of the best things they have is old copies of out-of-print stuff like the 2nd edition Dark Pharaoh and King in Yellow expansions, some of which are still sealed, some are ex-display copies. If you want to be extra and show off, there is a costume contest on Saturday. But if it all gets too much, there is a colouring competition running all weekend if you need some chill activities. FFG founder and industry legend Christian Peterson will be talking you through how the 2nd edition of Arkham Horror the board game was launched, complete with Q&A. So all you 2E stands will definitely want to be there.
3E for the win!
Wow, that was a lot of information. Check their website for anything we missed and any updates.
You forgot the trivia contest! And the food!
Whilst we have never sampled the food ourselves, we hear it is good. Well, providing the weird names don't put you off, of course. So, what if you couldn't get a ticket or don't live in the USA? Well, like previous years, Asmodee are making a kit available to local stores to host their own Arkham event. They won't show us, but we understand there will be 3 different designs of commemorative playmat and 5 different alt art cards with fancy borders, which we think are investigators. Check our Twitter for any last minute updates. These kits won't include early copies of the scenario. And do note, special Arkham Nights printings of scenarios may have different packaging like Machinations Through Time or Labyrinth of Lunacy. So if you are a brick and mortar store anywhere in the world, reach out to your local Asmodee office or distributor and ask how to sign up. If you are a UK store, you have until Wednesday the 19th of October to register, but you can run your event at any time between the 19th of October and the 30th of November, so you can take your time to plan an amazing event. Plus, Asmodee UK will give you physical promo cards and physical playmats, as well as digital posters and social media graphics to help you advertise the event. What's more, if you fancy hosting a trivia contest at your store, they will even provide the trivia questions. And whilst it doesn't actually say anywhere they will provide the answers as well, hopefully they would.
For a small charge.
So, investigators, contact your local store and get them to reach out to their Asmodee rep or organised play contact in your country. UK fans, check out LudoQuist in Croydon, South London, to see what they are doing this year, as they did a great job last year. And if your store wants a shout out for their event, tag us in on Twitter or look for the Board Game Geek thread we started. View this as a long video, and we haven't even plugged the Spam Museum. Finally, for any misanthropes who hate people or aren't comfortable in crowds or public spaces for any reason, you can follow along with the daily events on the FFG website, the highlight of which is possibly the Scarlet Keys campaign playthrough live streamed on the FFG YouTube channel. Go check out the placeholder, which is actually the trailer for the revised core set. And that won't be the only fan designed. And that won't be the only fan design event you can.